Today I'm going to go up to that point up there. Well, it's like a bluff above Inverchapel. Inverchapel? I think it's Inverchapel. I've taken a few photographs from up there before, and there's a couple of people asked me how to get up to it, so that's the reason I'm going to be making this video. And basically you can kind of park here. There's space for like 3 or 4 cars if they park properly, and the turn off to get into it is just before Meall Gardens, almost opposite Stratheck Caravan Park. So basically best way to get to it, you leave where you've parked your car, and there's a little bridge here. I was going to fly my drone to follow me here, but the trees are too thick, and given that the leaves are fallen from quite a lot of the branches, I'm not sure my collision detection sensors in the drone would be good enough to pick out all these little branches. But yep, you cross the bridge, cross this river. And then just after it, it's looking a bit faint, so it looks a bit overgrown. There's this track here. Now there's a couple of other reasons I'm actually making this walk. One is obviously to do what I said I would do, i.e. show people how to get to that bluff. Still not sure it's Inverchapel, I'm going to have to look that up. But the other thing is, I want to actually do some night photographs up there. So this is more of a sort of reconnaissance walk, because I want to see how good the path is, and more to the point, you know, would I be able to see it at night with just a torch, because it will be dark when I come down. So that's really one of the reasons I want to do this, just to see how feasible a night shoot is for up there. Right, I'm going to switch this off now. I mean, basically you just follow this track. It doesn't really diverge. I think there's one point it cuts off to the left, but that's just a steeper version of this track. It just gets you there a bit slightly shorter distance, but steeper. It's usually about this point in the walk where I realise working from home in a desk job is not good for my fitness levels. So I started to take a photograph of that view, which is beautiful, which was a good excuse to get my breath back. So what I've learned so far, yeah, the path is just about discernible. I think it'll be okay in torchlight, but I'll definitely need poles, hiking poles, because it's quite slippy in places. And the last thing you want to do is do your ankle on a hill in the middle of the night when you're by yourself. So trekking poles, maybe an ankle support in my rucksack. The other reason trekking poles is, I've learned through personal experience, it's difficult to gauge the terrain by torchlight. You know, some places can look like they've got more of a dip than others, and other places it looks pretty flat, and then you end up jarring yourself when it's a bit deeper than you think. So definitely trekking poles for when I do this. But yeah, I don't know, I think I'm probably about halfway up. So onwards and upwards, literally. Right, we're nearly at the end. This gate here is another indicator that you've managed to keep to the correct track. So we just need to follow the track there, and the bluff's just over there. Up to this point it's been about 45 minutes at most, because I didn't really look at my watch when we left, but 45 minutes max. Now that's considering my fitness level, which is almost zero. The fact I had to take like about 20,000 stops to get my breath back. I stopped to talk to some tourists for about a good 3 or 4 minutes, and another 4 or 5 minutes to get some drone footage. So 45 minutes to get to this point isn't bad. If you're fitter, you'll do it in much less time, and I reckon another 5 minutes will see me to the plateau. I mentioned earlier that there was a more direct route up here. It's much shorter, but it's much steeper, and this is where you join the main track if you do take that steeper track. Although it does look even more, well, up here it's not too bad, but when I looked at it down the bottom, it did seem more overgrown than the main track. So we're almost there, just up there and to the left, and we're there, and we're here. So the path comes out just there. Now what is a bit disappointing is that the bench that's up here has given up the ghost, which is a shame, because I like to lie down in that and die for about half an hour after I get up here. But this is, I think you'll agree, it's worth coming up here just for this beautiful view. So I'll probably I'm planning to take a long exposure shot up here. That's the only reason I dragged my camera all the way up, as well as my drones. But I don't really like the look of the mist over there. That could be rain coming in, so probably don't want to stay up here too long. Anyway, so if you want to get up here, that's how to do it. And there's an even higher one up there, but there's no real track up to that. You just have to slog your way up through all the heather and ferns. Pick up probably about 15,000 ticks. Oh, and the barking dog started again. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to relax here and enjoy the view for a wee while.
I'm lost in the wilderness. I'm locked away the morning light. You on the place of guys. Take me. Let it enter the past. Rocks lying circles, signified destination unknown to the naked eye. The trees surround my mind, taking me further than my sorrows. Drift on the golden dawn, your eyes, you rest your feet upon the broken tide.
So I think this will be my last clip. I've just finished doing some drone flying, just to get an idea of, you know, just exactly where this bluff is situated and what the scenery looks like round about it. Just about to take some photographs now. I'll then basically head down the hill and go for a couple of drinks. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff. Just some of the stuff that I had to carry up in my bag. So basically all of that plus me, plus my camera and my tripod. And if I come here to do a night shoot, okay, I won't have the drone equipment with me, but I'll probably have flashes and flash controllers and flash stands and all sorts of stuff. So I think it'll be a bit harder to come up. In fact, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this shoot as well. I just want to know if I can just bring one lens up with me or whether I want a couple. Because I was thinking maybe bringing my telephoto lens up here and photographing down onto the lodges down there. You know, if they're lit up at night, I think that could be a lovely shot. But I already know from my trip up here, I won't be able to get that shot because it's blocked by these trees. So that's one lens that I don't have to bring up with me. So hopefully just my 24-70, hopefully. Although I might bring my 12-24 if I want to do a star trail, which might be quite nice because that faces north. So the North Star will be up there, and you'll get the star trail will basically be circular around there, which I think will look pretty cool. Oh, we'll see, I haven't decided. Right, that's me back down, just coming up to the car park. I'm not going to lie, that climb down was really tough on my ankles and my knees. I've broken my ankles 3 times and I've done ligament damage a 4th time. So my ankles were really struggling to keep my balance, and my knees are just old. So yeah, that was and I slipped twice as well, despite the fact it was daylight and I was watching every single step, and I had Vibram soled boots on as well, but still I slipped twice, and that is not a good thing to be doing if you're carrying a 16 to 20 kilogram photography bag. If you slip, you're going down. So to be honest, I'm having second thoughts about doing that photo shoot, especially as I can't do the shot of the Loch Eck lodges, you know, because you can't get a clear line of sight of them. And the fact with Scottish weather, or specifically Loch Eck weather, it might be a beautiful night by the time you set off, and then you go to all the trouble to climb up there in the dark, and then it clouds up. So much as I'd love to do that photo shoot, I think it'd be really cool. I'm not sure I will. It's maybe just one of these things I would do maybe in the summer where the ground's a bit drier, a bit less slippy. But then during the summer it'll be more overgrown as well, so harder to see the track. So swings and roundabouts. Anywho, that's me done. So if you were one of the people that were asking me how to get up to that overlook, you now know. And so my job here is done. I am now going to finish, and I'm going to go to the pub for a couple of cold ciders because I made a massive rookie error. Didn't bring water with me, so I can pretty much lick the moisture off this car here. I'm so thirsty. Anyway, see you all again, and thanks for watching.